He was pure light. If you knew him, you knew that. If you didn't know him, you saw it. Do we finally have confirmation that the passing of famous hip-hop dancer Twitch wasn't an ordinary ordeal? The superstar's death, which happened recently, sent shockwaves worldwide and has caused some of the wildest conspiracy theories involving fans and celebrities to spring up. What has Kanye said about the dark side of fame? Did Ellen DeGeneres really have something to do with Twitch's untimely death? Or was it someone or something different responsible for his passing? Let's jump right into the scoop of this story. Stephen Laurel, Twitch boss, was many positive things. A beloved hip-hop dancer, choreographer, actor, television producer, and television personality, he gained well-deserved fame in 2008 when he finished in second place on the American version of So You Think You Can Dance. And from that point, his career only took off to greater heights. From 2014 to 2022, he was a regular feature on Ellen DeGeneres' show as a repeated guest host and co-executive producer of the program. Utter doesn't even cut it. Twitch was idolized by millions of fans across the globe and celebrities, not just because he could dance in a way that make you forget your problems, but because he had a positive energy about him. He always brought a cheerful attitude on screen that inspired people and gave them a more optimistic view of life, which is why fans were shocked to learn about his death by suicide on the 13th December 2022. He was only 40 years old after news of his death was confirmed by his wife, the dancer and TV host Allison Hooker-Boss. Many prominent figures paid tribute to Twitch, including actor Viola Davis, comedian Ellen DeGeneres, musician Questlove, former First Lady Michelle Obama, and Magic Mike co-star Channing Tatum. Fans got in the mix too, sharing their love for the beloved dancer and his family, while also trying to understand the motive behind his death. This led to different theories, left and right, on what could have been the actual cause of the star's untimely demise. His real suicide or something entirely different. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner and Coroner ruled Stephen Boss's death at the Oak Tree Inn in Encino, California, as suicide by gunshot to the head. His body was discovered by the hotel's management when they found he hadn't checked out of the hotel at the expected time. Authorities were called to the scene, and investigators determined there were no signs of foul play, as Boss left a note that suggested his death was actually self-inflicted, confirming his demise. His wife, Allison Holker, said in a statement to People magazine, "It is with the heaviest of hearts that I have to share. My husband, Stephen, has left us." Stephen lit up every room he stepped into. He valued family, friends, and community above all else, and leading with love and light was everything to him. He was the backbone of our family, the best husband and father, and an inspiration to his fans. A copy of Boss's suicide note was acquired by TMZ, and apparently it included references to prior difficulties the star had been facing. But these references were, for the most part, unclear, making it difficult to tell what exactly his problems were. Still, given Boss's positive nature during his lifetime, theories on his death quickly became viral on social media, with fans of the hip-hop dancer finding it difficult to accept that his death was caused by suicide. To these fans, his death couldn't have been self-inflicted. Let's dig into some of these wild theories, shall we? Some people believe that Boss's death was caused by his former boss and close associate Ellen DeGeneres. To these people, it was kind of odd that two of Ellen's close pals, Anne Heck and Twitch, would pass away in the same year. If you didn't know, Anne Hesh was Ellen's ex-girlfriend, who unfortunately passed away in August 2022 due to injuries she sustained in a car accident. Her death was judged to be accidental by the Los Angeles County Coroner. Cut to Twitch, another person close to Ellen passing unexpectedly. You can trust the conspiracy theorists to link two and two together when the opportunity presents itself. Calls were made on social media, alluding to the belief that Stephen Boss's death was orchestrated by Ellen and the Illuminati. And Ellen sacrificed Twitch's life for her personal gain. As these users posted on Twitter, "Not to be insensitive, but that Twitch guy committing suicide just don't sit right with me. Of course, you don't know a person's life, but what if he unalived himself because of something deeper? The Illuminati? Maybe Ellen has something to do with it. I promise I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but I feel like Twitch's death wasn't suicide. Ellen is a shady creature, but despite these tweets, it seemed like the 64-year-old media personality and Twitch were on good terms before his passing. Back when Ellen faced immense backlash for allegedly creating a toxic workplace on her show, the late DJ Genzer seemingly showed support when he spoke on the issue in a 2020 interview. Obviously, there are some things to address, but from my standpoint, there's been love. Many have criticized the conspiracy theory too, calling it disrespectful for being advanced in the wake of Twitch's untimely death. Others, on the other hand, encourage discussion on mental health awareness, rather than speculating about the murder or sacrifice of Stephen Boss and Anne Hash. As one user posted on Twitter, all of the comments on TikToks about this man's suicide are conspiracy theories that Ellen had him killed. Like, wouldn't ever happen to empathy? What happened to shame? While no one's trying to downplay the negative effect a person's passing can have on other people, talk less of that of a legend like Twitch. But when certain things call for suspicion, you can. Always count on people to talk about it. On the other hand, Ellen hasn't addressed these theories, accusing her of such a vile act. She's instead spent time showing love to Twitch's family. On the 14 December 2022, Ellen first responded to the news of Twitch's passing by stating, "I'm heartbroken. Twitch was pure light and love. He was my family, and I loved him with all my heart. I will miss him. Please send your love and support to Allison and his beautiful children, Wesley, Maddox, and Zaya." Almost 2 weeks later, she also posted a heartfelt holiday video discussing how Twitch's passing had been difficult for everyone to make sense of. In a crazy twist, others have suggested that Twitch's death was caused by the COVID-19 vaccine, with one user posting, "Why do we so personally and quickly know that Stephen Twitch Boss supposedly committed suicide? So you don't dare consider the #vaccine was the cause of his death. We would be so much further ahead if this level of disclosure was done for." The new hashtag, #CIDES, died suddenly. Of course, this theory got canceled immediately, with many responses to the tweet calling it disgusting, sick, and a desperate attempt by anti-vaxxers to spread a false conspiracy theory in pursuit of their own agenda. Crazy enough, some people have even accused Twitch's wife Allison of being somewhat involved in his death. Imagine that. Luckily, comedian and actress Rosie O'Donnell saw the conspiracy theories online and decided to put an end to them, posting on her own TikTok video in response to a comment that read, "I had a weird feeling when I heard the news." Like, did he know something? She's it. This is bull. There's no Hollywood cable that's out killing people. And why the hell would they? What could he possibly have seen or known at the Ellen show? She continued by stating there was no reason for Hollywood to kill this beautiful man who was obviously suffering from mental health issues. O'Donnell's video has since been watched over 2.5 million times, and so many people thanked her for speaking out. One person wrote, "Well said, Rosie. He was a beautiful man making rest in peace." Another commenter shared, "Thank you, Rosie. I'm so sick of conspiracy theories. Him, I almost drove into a lake last year. It just takes one weak moment." Still, it's weird that about a month before Twitch died, Kanye West went viral for making some connected wild allegations.